Hi. In this video, we'll talk about try with resources. So we have seen try, catch, finally all these things. But what is try with resources? So we'll discuss all these things in this video. So first, until Java 1.6 version, it is recommended to implement finally block to close all resources which are opened as part of try block. Right. So we already saw all these things. So if you using any resource, so you need to close means you need to release that resource. Otherwise, it will be blocked and other people cannot use effectively. Okay. So if you see that example, so we need to use this finally block to close, right? So close all the resources that are open in the try block. So here you just see an example, try block, open a file. Okay, that is resource. I'm opening a file, means I'm trying to read the data from the data.txt. Okay. So this is BR object we created. So what we need to do in the finally block, we need to release this BR object. Okay, we need to close that. So if BR object is null, not null. Okay, if it is not null, then close that. Okay, this is cleanup code. Right, this is what we are seeing. We saw all these things with few examples also in our previous videos. Okay, try, catch, finally. In the finally block, you will have a cleanup code. If something is opened in the try, we need to close those resources in the finally block. Right. So this is until 1.6 version. This is mandatory. So you need to follow something like this. Okay. So now from 1.6, sorry, if this is the case, what are the observations with this approach? So programmer is responsible to close all open resources. So a programmer has to write finally block and he has to implement the logic to close those resources. So programmer is responsible. So it decreases the readability of the code as we need to write more code, that is need to implement finally block explicitly. So it looks like we need to write this finally block extra code and the readability will be very low. And so what we are saying, we need to implement finally block explicitly. We need to write this block to release the resources, right? But to simplify these things, whatever we have done, try, catch, finally block, all these things, to simplify these things, Java introduced a new concept called try with resources in Java 1.7 version. So that is what we are going to discuss, try with resources. So what is the advantage when you use try with resources, how the syntax will be, all these things we'll see. So try with resource statement automatically closes all the resources at the end of the statement. A resource is an object to be closed at the end of the program. So if you opened any connection to the database or in any, you're interacting with any file, so that will be closed automatically at the end of the statement, right? So that is the advantage, means you no need to write the finally block to release the resources. Okay, that is the advantage. You see the syntax will be like this. Okay, so try. So previously when you write try, there is nothing. You just try block means try, open braces, close braces. But here you need to write something like this, try, similar to method kind of. So method parameters, how it will be the same way, try. So whatever you write inside this, normally buffer reader BR is called new buffer reader of new file reader data.txt, we will write where we have written in our previous, you see that inside the try block. The same thing move to next to the try block. Okay, next to the try block as a kind of parameter. Okay, so this way, if you write your syntax or your code, there is no need to write finally block. Okay, no finally block is needed. The moment when it reaches this semicolon, end of this try block, automatically whatever you are using the resources here, the moment when you reach here, everybody will be closed. See, everything will be closed. Okay, not everybody, everything will be closed. Okay, so end of the line means end of this try block, everything will be closed. That is automatically. No need to do explicitly or manually using finally block. Finally block is not needed now. With the help of this syntax, try with resources. Okay, that is what. So now, so resources will be closed automatically once the control reaches end of the try block, either normally or abnormally. If inside the try block, what happens? Whatever it is, but the moment when it reaches the end of this try block, all the resources will be released. So programmer is not responsible to close the resources which are open in the try block. That is what we are discussing, right? Try block is not, sorry, finally block is not needed. Programmer is not responsible. Try with resources, the syntax will take care of all those things. It will automatically closes all the resources which we open in the try block. Okay. So readability will be improved as we write less code. That is, no need to implement finally block explicitly, right? So what it is, so instead of this much big code, this all these lines, we simplified with only try catch. No need of finally. Okay. So we can declare any number of resources with the try block, but every resource should be separated with semicolon. So here we are using only buffer reader resource, but here only one resource we are using, but that is not restricted. You can use multiple resources. So resource 1, resource 2, resource 3, something like that. So work with the resources object inside this. Okay, so this is also possible. Now all resources should be auto closable resources. So that is what we are discussing, right? Automatically closes. A resource is said to be auto closable if and only if the corresponding class implements the java.lang.auto closable interface either directly or indirectly, right? So if your class means your class is implements auto closable interface, then it will take care of automatically closing the releasing the resources. So in Java, almost all the classes, what is that input output and this file input stream, output stream, and SQL related, network connected related, all these things are almost everything implements auto closable interface. So because of that, we don't need to bother about all these things, but just know the point. Okay, just to know the point. So all resource references variables are implicitly final, and hence we cannot perform reassignment with the try block. So the moment when you create like this object, this is implicitly declared as final. Okay, so final means we cannot change the value, reassign the value. So you did something like this, and you are pointing to data.txt file. So inside the try block, you try to reassign this to the test.txt, but this is not possible. So can't reassign a value to final variable br, this br. So br is internal final, you cannot reassign that. Okay, so otherwise it will point to two files. So the moment it reaches which file to close, it will not understand. Because of that, they are restricted like that. It will be final. Okay, and now, so until Java 1.6 version, try should be followed by either catch or finally block. But from 1.7 version, we can take only try with resource without catch or finally. Okay, even there is no need of even catch, right? So from Java 1.9 version, we can use already declared objects, that is resources, with try with resources block. You see that previously the entire buffer reader br is called new buffer reader, new file reader, everything we written inside the this with the try. Okay, but you can declare those things outside of the try, and you can use these objects here, try, this object and this object with the semicolon, right? So this is also possible from the Java 1.9. Okay, so let me go to Visual Studio Code. Here normally we'll do like this, right? Try buffer reader, this one, and you can do this. So if you try to execute this, try with resources example.java. So what it is saying, cannot find symbol, new file reader. So we need what I executed. Why? Yeah. So we need to import java.io package. All right. So if I try to compile now, it should compile. So cannot find symbol BR. So the problem is BR is what? Kind of local variable kind of. So we need to do outside this and use that. So otherwise the moment it comes here, it will become null. If it is not null, then close. It's already null. So we are getting some issues here. I think that is the issue. So let me execute and see my understanding is correct or not. Variable BR might not have been initialized. Unreported exception, IO exception must be cut. Okay. Okay. This is IO exception. Right. It is IO exception should handle. What is the problem? Let me look into this. So the issue is error variable BR might not have been initialized. So we need to initialize this variable. So because of that, it is throwing an exception here. So it should be initialized as null. Then we re-initialize it here, and we'll try to compile again. So again, the problem, unreported exception, IO exception. So in the finally block also, there might be a chance of raising an exception. That also we need to handle. Okay. So for that, what we can do, throws IO exception. Okay. Throws IO exception, we need to handle. In the try, in the finally also, there is a chance of raising an exception, right? So because of that. So we faced so many issues here. So, but okay, we understand what exactly we are doing. Because of that only we are using Visual Studio Code. We'll do some mistakes, we'll understand. If it is Eclipse or something else, so it will show there then and there itself. So we'll not understand these concepts properly. So now, this is normal try catch finally, but we are talking about try with resources, right? So we need to move this code, right? We need to move this code to here. So this buffer reader, Control X, this one, and I will remove this line, and we don't need this, right? We are simplifying the code. We don't need even finally block. That is what, right, we are discussing. So no need of finally block, and remove this. So the code became very small, means a less number of code lines. Okay. So if you try to compile this, you see that simply no errors, nothing, no issues, no exceptions. So the moment it reaches here, this BR will become close. BR.close, we implement it in the finally block. Here, that is not needed. Okay. This one. So what else we discussed? We can put multiple right here. We can put multiple. So how it will be? So here you can put print writer PW is equals to new print writer of some abc.txt, right? Not comma, this is semicolon, right? That is how you need to mention the multiple resources, right? If you try to execute, it should not throw anything. The problem is cannot find symbol. Print writer is coming from where? Let me check this one. I think I did a typo. Print writer, silly mistake. You see that? Nothing. with the, you can put multiple resources like this, and BR and PW will be automatically closed the moment when you reach end of this try block. Okay. So otherwise this BR and PW you need to do manually with the help of finally block, but with the try with resources, this is also not needed. So what we discussed apart from this, so this is 1.7, and we have seen this one just now. So we already saw all these things. So now from the 1.9 version, you can put these things outside of this try and you just pass this variables. Okay. So I'll cut this till here. I'll put outside of this and let me make it separate lines. Instead of BR, I'll say buffer reader only, but to make it meaningful name. So now what I can do, I can pass this one here, semicolon, and what happened here, print writer. Okay, so this is how. All right, if you try to do the compile this again, I'm getting must be cut, unreported exception, file not found exception. Okay, this is throwing file not found exception. So let it be kind of exception. If you do now, again, try with resources. Buffer reader, a new buffer reader, closing here. So unreported exception, file not found exception. Here also unreported exception, file not found exception. Okay. So we moved this outside, we moved out of try block, right? We moved from try block. So here you will get an exception, right? Obviously, you'll get an exception. So because of that, we need to throw that exception using throws IO exception, right? If you're using throws IO exception, even I don't need, I think, catch block. Let me comment and verify. So per my knowledge, it should work now. You see that perfectly working, it is compiling. The reason is, so when you get some risky code, that you will move into where try block, but here what we are doing, we moved out of this try block. So then again, we are getting the same issues. We throw, means we are throwing that IO exception. So if you are throwing like this, we don't need it, even try catch, but these resources will be released once it reach this line. Okay, that's how we can manage this try with resources. Okay, but if you put these things inside this, it will become very lengthy and not understandable code. Readability will not be there. So because of that, you can do something like this. Okay, so we saw without catch also, just to try, we are able to work. Okay, now this is all about to try with resources. We have seen so many issues and we resolved all those things. Okay, so what could be the possible interview questions from here? So what is try with resources in Java? What is the advantage of try with resources in Java? Okay, so all the resources will be released automatically the moment when you reach end of the try. Okay, that is the biggest advantage. We don't need to maintain the finally block. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you.